This is my 2024 Grand Design Imagine XLS 21 BHE. Now, I've owned it for 2 years, and I have a confession to make. I have had 0 warranty claims on this unit. Wait a second, I take that back. I did have one. I had to have this grommet replaced. It fell off on the way home when I picked it up originally 2 years ago. But outside of that, I've had 0 warranty claims on this unit. No leaks, nothing has broken, 0 warranty claims. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's just because you have a unit made by Grand Design. You know, Grand Design is known for making a decent quality RV at an affordable price point. And I agree with that. I think Grand Design does make a solid unit, but I don't think the manufacturer itself is the reason why it's been an absolute dream owning this RV for the last 2 years. I've actually owned 5 RVs previously, and with those previous RVs, I was always fixing something after it seemed like almost every trip we took. And sometimes it was something small, but I was fixing something. With this RV, it's not the case. It really comes down to one word, and that is simplicity. And so in today's video, I'm going to show you how this specific RV and other RVs with similar characteristics, through the philosophy of less is more, that is the cheat code, essentially, on how to enjoy RV life, especially if you're a weekend warrior like myself, or perhaps you're just starting out. Okay, so simplicity is the key word. So what makes this RV so simple? Well, notice the sidewall right here. There are no slides. It's just one continuous wall, and it's the same on the campsite. There's no slides. If you go to any Facebook group for an RV brand, manufacturer, doesn't matter which one, you're going to find that a lot of owners are complaining about slide issues. It might be the most complained about issue. Slide motors failing, a slide not going in or out all the way, leaks occurring at slides. This doesn't have any slides. I don't have to worry about that. Now, I'm not saying that if you buy an RV with a slide, you're going to have issues and regret it. But maybe instead of getting an RV with 4 or 5 slides, you get something a little more simple with maybe only 1 slide. By having no slides, or perhaps fewer slides, there are less mechanical points of failure. You don't have to worry about the seals, dry rotting or getting brittle. The wall itself on the RV is going to be stronger structurally because there aren't cutouts for those slides. Another benefit that I've really come to appreciate with the simplicity of this floor plan is the access. Check this out. Whether you're stopping for a quick night or you're at a rest area, I've got complete access to everything. The bunks, the dinette, the bathroom, the full kitchen right here. I've even got access to the Murphy bed right here. And that access is without touching a single button. That brings me to another point, and I'm just going to call this one setup anxiety. But when you eliminate slides, you eliminate, let's just say maybe a quarter, perhaps even 50% of the possibilities of things going wrong. So when you eliminate slides, you eliminate potential problems. Next, let's talk about weight, because when you have an RV with no slides or fewer slides, typically the weight is going to go down. And that's really important to me as a weekend warrior. It's less stress on my tow vehicle, less stress on the frame of the RV itself. Certainly with the weight, it also coincides with the length of the RV. This one is 25 feet long. Compare that to a 44-foot long toy hauler. No offense if you're watching this, by the way, and you own a 44-foot long toy hauler, but perhaps less is more. I mean, perhaps you can get a shorter RV and enjoy 80% of the same benefits that you would enjoy with a longer RV. Typically, an RV that's shorter or weighs less is going to cost less. So you save some of your hard-earned money. It's going to be easier to tow and maneuver, and as a bonus, you'll probably fit into more campsites. Another benefit that I've really come to appreciate over the last 2 years owning this RV is that there are fewer electronic devices, fewer appliances, fewer parts that can fail. I already talked about how there's no slide motors, no electronics there, or hydraulic system. There's no hydraulic system for the jacks. They're not even electric. These are just manual. I mean, it's really hard to mess those up. The appliances are very basic in the RV. I only have 1 air conditioner to worry about. And so overall, that simplicity, I think, is a big factor as to why I have had 0 warranty claims over the last 2 years. And going back to the weight and length discussion, just the simplicity that coincides there, In my past, I owned two different fifth wheels. They were 42 to 44 foot long. The heaviest one was 17,000 pounds gross. And so we're talking dually territory. And after owning both of those fifth wheels, it was across about a 4 to 5 year time period. I got pretty comfortable maneuvering them, through tight roads, through gas stations, smaller campgrounds, smaller campsites, things like that, right? I got pretty comfortable. But when I think about that experience with those larger rigs and compare it to this experience, 25 feet long, 6,000 pounds gross, night and day difference. And certainly you get used to whatever rig you have, and that stress level, the anxiety goes down over time. But I will say this right here is so much simpler. I don't have to worry about, can I fit into this campsite? Can I maneuver through this smaller road? It's just so easy and simple. And I think that's where smaller, less weight can really bring about benefits, especially if you're a weekend warrior. Another factor to consider is the maintenance. I mean, if I think about just washing my RV, and don't look too closely because you can see I need to wash my RV. But when I think about this RV compared to previous larger rigs that I've owned, just washing the RV, this one is so much simpler, so much faster to do compared to a larger one, just the sheer surface area that you have to cover. And so this one, there's just a lot less to maintain. I mean, basically, the more features that you add to an RV, the more conveniences that are incorporated, the more maintenance that you're signing up for, essentially. With a smaller floor plan like this guy right here, it forces you to keep things simple. It's got everything that I need: bathroom, bunks, bed, kitchen, and then nothing that I don't. One of the main things that I've learned over the last 2 years of owning this RV and enjoying its simplicity is that when I book a campsite, I just drive, park, and camp. It's that simple. And I mean, as a weekend warrior, isn't that why we go camping? To leave all that stress behind, right? We don't want to bring it along with us. Now let me close out the video by saying this. I've talked a lot about the pros with a smaller, lighter, simpler RV, right? And there are a lot of pros, but there are some cons too. For instance, a smaller rig can be more confined, and for some that's a deal breaker. Or a simpler RV may lack some of the features that make camping enjoyable for you. And so it's not all pros going simpler. I think really what I'm trying to drive home after 10 years of owning different RVs, what I've found is really the philosophy of less is more. That philosophy is true. And really, I think one word comes to mind: contentment. Perhaps something simpler brings about greater contentment. So what does that mean when you're shopping for an RV? That's what we're doing right now, and I'll give you a hint. It's probably going to be larger than 25 feet long and 6,000 pounds gross. But as I'm looking at different RVs, I may pass over the 46-foot long toy hauler that has a gross vehicle weight rating of 25,000 pounds. I might choose a 36-foot long toy hauler that has a 16,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, right? So sometimes we get more when we go for less. And choosing the right RV for you and your family, that is a very personal decision. I mean, your goals might look very different than my goals. And the discussion in today's video, I would suggest, is more relevant to weekend warriors like myself. If you're going to be full-timing in your RV, you're looking to replace your house, and so it's going to be larger and probably more complex. But what I've learned over the last 10 years of owning different RVs is if you're in the market for an RV, don't look at just the shiny features. Look at the simplicity. Sometimes the best feature that an RV can have is the stuff that it doesn't have. That has a nice ring to it. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching.